Good evening, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cambodia Global Dialogue. As you all know, this year, 2012, Cambodia is chairing the ASEAN. And what I believe that is important is that, as Cambodia move to be a regional actor in the ASEAN community, there is a great opportunity to attract foreign direct investment to come to this country. And today I have the pleasure to have a very good friend, a former colleague, and he's something that is so knowledgeable about foreign direct investment. And here I have the pleasure to invite today His Excellency Senior Minister Chanthol, and I like to call you Bong Chanthol.
That's fine. That
yes.
would be great. Yeah.
Welcome, Bong Chanthol.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to come on to your show to talk about the investment, the foreign direct investment to Cambodia. As you rightly said, that this year Cambodia will be the chairman of ASEAN, and the FDI is play a very important role in the development of our country.
Yes.
And our role at the CDC is to promote the investment to the country.
Yes.
The investment that create jobs for our people.
Yes.
So I'm here to share with you how we go about promoting the investment, and also share with you what is our strength in order to attract FDI to the country.
Yes. Bong, for the audience, just to set the stage, is that His Excellency Chanthol is the first Secretary General of the Cambodian Development Council, the CDC. He helped start the CDC. He was the one who drafted the investment law. Later on, he moved to become a Minister of Public Work and Transport. So in terms of building road infrastructure, very good at that. And in recent year, he become a Senior Minister in charge of investment. But at the same time, I in the context of ASEAN, I have to stress that he also carry another portfolio as the chair of the Social Cultural
Community
Council in ASEAN. So he's one of the three pillars, and he's the chair of one of the pillar. The other political pillar is His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Hanam Hong, and the second pillar, economic community, ASEAN economic community, is the Senior Minister Champerset. So we couldn't have a better speaker today to discuss about how Cambodia should, position to attract foreign direct investment. So, Bong Chanthol, give me, a bit your vision, how you see the next couple of years, how we're able to attract, in what sector, and why people should come to Cambodia.
First, let me address the question why. Because that when we go out to promote investment, we go to different countries. We go to China, we go to Hong Kong, we go to Korea, we go to Japan, Malaysia, and so on and so forth, in order to attract the potential investor to invest in our country. So every time you go, you have to sell Cambodia in the sense that you must talk about the strength of the country, because the investor had the opportunity to invest in the country. Cambodia is not the only country that can attract FDI.
I agree.
Other countries around us also work very hard to attract every investment dollar to the country.
You mean competition is ferocious?
Very, very strong. So we have to be able to sell ourselves also. And here are the reasons that I normally tell the potential investor the reason why they should come to Cambodia. One, the political stability is the key for any investor to invest in any country. If a country is not stable politically, there's no one will put millions of dollars in that country. But Cambodia, we had the political stability. So we have election every 5 years, and the ruling party will continue to dominate the political scene in Cambodia the next 10, 15, 20 years. So that we provide the stability to the investor.
Particularly for long, big BOT projects that cost millions of dollars.
It's long-term investment, even short-term investment. You have to provide the political stability. We do not want to put in money in and then have to move out of the country because of the internal conflict in the country. And if the government keep on changing, it's also very hard to do business.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
thanks to the strong leadership
Yes.
of our Prime Minister,
Yeah.
I'd be able to go out there and convince
Yeah.
the
Assertively.
that for sure
Yes.
our Prime Minister is the longest serving Prime Minister in Asia.
Yeah.
Election every 5 years,
Yeah.
from a communal election to the national election.
Yes.
And the ruling party continued to dominate.
Yeah.
Like I said, we control over 2/3
Yes. Yes.
a seat in National Assembly.
Okay.
So there's no political party or opposition party that can have a no confident vote
Yes.
to get rid of this government.
Exactly.
Only through the
Yes.
general election every 5 years.
So that's a good point. Political stability set the stage.
Set the stage. And
Then what are the ticks? The investor once they feel secure politically. Really.
yeah, when you feel secure on the political situation,
Yeah.
they always want to know the macroeconomic situation of country.
Yes.
Is this country stable in terms of economic situation?
Yeah.
Macroeconomic situation. Again,
Yeah.
the macroeconomic stability in Cambodia is outstanding.
Yeah.
So when we talk about macroeconomic stability,
Yeah.
you talk about what? You talk about GDP growth. So we look at the last 10 years, our growth is average over 9.3%. One of the top or the fastest growing economy in the world, if you will.
Yeah.
You look at the inflation.
Yeah.
The inflation is relatively low, around 4 to 5% per annum,
Yeah. Single digit.
single digit. Look at the exchange rate.
Yeah.
The exchange rate is stable?
Very stable.
Very
That I
stable,
can say.
around 4,000
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
to $1 the last
Yeah.
15 years. You look at the budget deficit. Is
Yeah.
this country borrow to consume
Yeah.
or borrow to invest?
Invest. You're right. That's a
And
big difference.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
We have low budget deficit. We also have a low trade deficit.
Yeah.
So all this is part of the macroeconomic stability. So with that, the people have the confidence that, look,
Yeah.
if I invest in Cambodia, I put the money today. Let's say $1, I can get 4,000 real.
Yeah.
Next week I get 5,000 real or get 2,000 real to
Yeah,
$1.
yeah, exactly.
It's very hard to do
Exactly.
business.
To plan.
Yeah? So we need to have that macroeconomic stability.
Yes.
Same with inflation.
Yes.
If today you buy, let's say, one product, let's say a bottle of water, let's say, cost you 500 real. The next day cost you 10,000 real.
Yes. Yes.
It's like yo-yo.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's very hard to do business in a country where there's no political stability,
Yeah.
there's no macroeconomic stability.
Yeah.
So these are two main points
Yeah. Yeah.
to attract the FDI.
Yeah.
The next point would be the attitude
Yes.
of the government
Yes.
toward the private sector.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I
Government-private sector relation,
tell
if I can
the
say.
investor
Yeah.
that Cambodian government is a pro-business government.
Yes. Indeed.
Pro-business in the sense that we consider the private sector as the engine of our economic growth.
Yes. Yes.
So what do? We have to facilitate. Cambodian government does not want to be the manager of the private sector.
Yes.
We want to be the facilitator
Later. Yes.
to facilitate the
Yeah.
investment
Yeah.
to the country.
Yeah.
So we organize what we call the government private sector forum
Yes.
every 6 months.
Yes.
But before we move to this forum, we also have working group,
Yes.
8 working group
Yes.
that co-chair by the government minister and the private sector.
Yeah.
The working group, for example, on infrastructure, in banking, taxation, tourism,
Export,
agriculture,
yeah,
and
yeah.
so on and so forth. So this working group
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah.
They meet regularly, try to resolve any issues facing by the private sector, by the business
Yeah.
community in Cambodia.
Yeah.
If they cannot resolve that issue can be raised during the government private sector forum.
Chaired by the Prime Minister
Chaired
himself.
by the Prime Minister, the whole cabinet of Cambodia
Yes, yeah.
sit in that meeting,
Yes.
broadcast live,
Yes.
so all issues can be resolved right there and then. And what
And
is
it's considered as a cabinet decision.
exactly?
You know, I have to interject this a bit. that the IFC, the International Finance Corporation, have done a survey of this sort of government-private sector partnership consultation worldwide, right? And in many countries. And Cambodia ranked #1 in terms of government-private sector consultation.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. And that's what I also told the potential investor during my roadshow.
Yeah.
That IFC did a survey of 24 countries around the world.
Yes.
That IFC helped.
Yes, indeed.
Help organize that private sector, government sector forum.
Yes.
Cambodia ranked first in terms of effectiveness.
Yes.
In terms of productivity of the forum.
Yes.
So that pro-business government.
Yeah.
And the accessibility to the government official.
Exactly.
Anybody can call me on my mobile.
Yes.
They can text me SMS. They can send me an email.
Yes.
Try that with other government around the region.
Right.
It's
You
impossible.
tell me about that. Yeah.
It's hard even to meet the director general or the government official in another country.
Yeah.
But in Cambodia,
Yeah.
so easy.
Accessibility is important because you can communicate, you can understand, you can discuss. You know, in terms of sector, where do you see the future source of growth where investor could step in and invest there?
Before I go to that sector, may I also give you other reason?
Yes, okay.
Because that's important
It's
for the investor. The important
okay,
need to know.
Yeah.
Another reason is that Cambodian investment law provide one of the most liberal investment incentives to investor. When I said competitive and liberal investment incentive, I'm talking about corporate income tax,
Yes.
20%, which is the lowest in the region. No import duties.
Yes.
No discrimination between a foreign investor and a local investor, because in Cambodia there's no alien business law.
Yes.
So every economic sector is open, to all investors. Tell me which country in the world that allow a foreigner to own 100% banking license.
Yes, exactly.
100% telecom sector.
Yes.
But Cambodia,
Yes.
very open, very liberal.
Yeah.
Why we do that? Because we need the resources,
Yeah.
the financial resources, we need the technology, the know-how from overseas to come
The
into
transfer.
Cambodia for technology transfer,
Yeah.
knowledge transfer to Cambodia. So investment incentive is
Yeah.
very good. No exchange control. This is what I like the investor to really realize
you're
that.
right, you're right.
No exchange control whatsoever.
What's the purpose of making money you cannot transfer
You can
out,
transfer
right?
the money into the country.
Yes.
You can take it out.
Yes. Yeah.
There's no issue.
Yes.
Try with other country.
Yeah.
You can transfer money in, but take it out. So
it's like Hotel
difficult.
California. You can check in anytime you want, but you can never check out.
Very difficult. So that investment incentive is very good, very competitive.
Yes.
One-stop service. We talk about CDC, CIB, Cambodian Investment Board. It's a one-stop service. So the investor don't have to go to different ministry. You have one-stop service where we provide you the information. We look at your application. We do the evaluation. We approve your project.
Yeah.
We help you with company registration, with the tax exemption,
Yeah.
visa, work permit. Also at the CDC, we can help the investor. In addition to that, in addition to investment incentive, look at Cambodia. Where do we locate it? I said Cambodia
Geographically speaking.
Right. We are in the heart or center of gravity for Southeast Asia. So the location is important. We have Thailand, big 70 million consumer.
7-hour truck drive.
Right. You have on our east, we have 80, 90 million consumer. But if we talk about 1.5 hours flying time, we have over 500 million consumer that you can serve. In addition, Cambodia is a member of WTO, and you play a major role in bringing Cambodia to WTO. So we have access to the world market.
Yes, indeed.
To European market, to the US market, and so on and so forth. And in addition to that, we receive GSP and MFN for European country, from European country, from the US, which means that any goods that produced in Cambodia can be shipped out, export out to those countries without paying duties. And that's a major advantage for the investor. Another reason,
competitive advantage.
very competitive advantage. investment protection.
Yeah.
The investor want to make sure that the investment is protected.
Yes.
So our law,
Yeah.
our investment law protect investment already. But in addition,
You have
we have bilateral
also,
agreement
right? Yes. Yes.
between Cambodia and various countries to protect each other
Yeah. Yeah.
investment.
You have how many by?
Around 30 plus countries now
30
that,
plus
that we
country,
sign,
yeah.
and we continue to sign.
Yes.
Continue to sign bilateral
Yeah.
investment
Protection, yeah.
protection.
Yeah.
Okay, agreement between those countries.
Yeah.
Now, Cambodia, in terms of labor, we have abundant labor force.
Yeah, yeah.
As you know, the population is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
young population.
Yeah.
Between 15 years old and 64 years old with 62%. So our people, very young,
Yeah.
dynamic workforce, natural resources, plenty of natural resources
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Cambodia.
Okay.
So that's some of the key element, if you will, or key reason
Yeah.
for investor
Yeah.
to consider Cambodia as an investment location. Infrastructure,
Yeah.
as you can see,
Yeah.
is significantly
Improved.
improved.
Yeah. Dramatically. In the last several years.
Dramatically
Yeah, yeah,
since
yeah.
1998,
Yes, yeah.
when Cambodia
Yeah.
really have
Now I can for
peace.
3.5 hours I can be in Battambang, the granary of Cambodia.
you can go anywhere 24 hours a
Yes,
day
exactly.
safely,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
smoothly, the transportation.
Yeah.
We upgrade our road,
Yeah.
we upgrade our deep sea port in Sinoville, we expand it, we build a new container port in Phnom Penh.
In Phnom Penh, yes.
Phnom Penh airport,
Yes.
Sinoville airport, Siem Reap airport, all international standard.
And the railroad is coming
Railroad,
up.
we upgrade, we rehabilitate our railway.
Yes, yes.
That goods can be shipped from Cambodia to Thailand, to Malaysia, to Singapore. That's the first stage.
Yeah.
Second
Eventually-
stage, good and people can
Yes.
travel from
Yes.
by rail.
Yes.
Singapore,
Yeah.
Malaysia, Thailand,
Yeah.
Cambodia, Vietnam, China. So that what we call Singapore Kunming
Yeah.
railing project.
Yes.
So infrastructure is good.
Yeah.
You know, infrastructure is good. Power plant, various hydropower plant being built.
We have how many hydropower being built now?
What's a few power plant being built right now.
Yeah,
Let,
yeah.
let's put it this way: that
Yeah.
we just inaugurated.
Yes.
The my Prime Minister
Yes.
inaugurated hydropower plant in Kamchai, 193 megawatt. We have the Tatai,
Yes.
Atai, Sechum, and all.
Yeah.
So, few thousand more.
Yeah.
Few thousand megawatt.
Megawatt more.
And in addition, they signed an MOU
Yeah.
to study additional 4,000 megawatt.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of electricity later on.
So the price
price
of
will come
electricity
down.
will come down
Will come down,
dramatically.
and that will help also
Yeah, yeah, the
reduce the cost
competitiveness, yeah.
of doing business in
Yeah,
Cambodia.
yeah, yeah.
Now, which sector are we promoting?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So we promoting labor-intensive industry.
Okay.
So you see a lot of garment industry,
Yes.
make clothes, or that
Sure.
labor-intensive,
Yeah, yeah.
create jobs fast for Cambodian people. We're looking to expand to agro industry.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so that a major sector for us. Tourism.
Yeah. Rubber
Rubber.
is
The
a
tourism
big-
sector is important.
Yes.
Infrastructure.
Yeah.
We promote the BOT
BOT. Yeah.
of the road, the BOT of the airport,
Yes, yes.
and so on. We promote telecom sector.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a sector that we are promoting, and we see more and more right now of investment into agro industry.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
important.
The rice sector, for
Rice
example,
sector is
yeah.
important. Our Prime Minister had announced the policy of exporting 1 million tons of rice by 2015.
Yes. Yes.
It's important for us to export rice rather than export rice paddy,
Paddy, you're right. You're right.
because you can save
yes.
rice husk
Yes.
if you do it here in Cambodia.
Yeah, to
You
turn to
create
energy.
job.
Yeah. Yeah.
You create job, and also you market Cambodia, the brand.
You're right. You're right.
This rice is produced in Cambodia,
Yes,
for example.
yeah.
That the brand name, brand recognition that we
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to build around the world.
And for the rice, because you mentioned earlier about the GSP scheme, the trade preference with the European community, the Everything But Arm initiative,
Right.
we can export with zero duty.
Exactly. I understand you save $193 per
Yes,
ton
yes, yes.
if you export rice from Cambodia
Yes.
to European country. So right there, that's
As compared to
advantage.
Vietnam and Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's important. Agriculture. We need to diversify our economic sector.
Yes.
Today, our export mainly the garment industry, clothing to the U.S. and so on. But we need to diversify, to rubber, to cassava, rice, and so on. Tourism sector is important for us.
Do you see the future also in sort of like IT, IT related service?
Well, we have big companies here. The Microsoft is here, and so on and so forth. I mean, that is to start to really, you can as a Cambodian
outsourcing.
Exactly. Outsourcing in Cambodia. Our labor cost is still relatively low, very competitive vis-a-vis other country. So I'd like to see Cambodia move not from the labor intensive industry, but move there to a semi-skill and to the skill industry.
Exactly.
I like Cambodia to become like call center, if you will.
Exactly. Exactly.
We can pick up a phone and answer the call around the world. Talk about repairing appliances, for example.
You're right. You're right.
So that it's important to move to that sector. Knowledge base.
Indeed.
Knowledge base.
I mean, the oil and gas is going to be a major sector. What's the prospect on that?
Well, oil and gas, we like to see the first drop of oil come out from our oil well by Chevron Texaco on December 12, 2012 at 12 o'clock.
Wow.
That what's
12,
our premise
12.
12. So that's a major sector for us also.
That will change the landscape, the economic landscape of this country when oil is
oil and gas, but you all talk about mineral. Bauxite. A major bauxite field in Mandaluyong.
Is that right?
In Mandaluyong.
What can you do
Gold.
with bauxite?
Well, bauxite is based to make aluminum. It comes from bauxite.
I see. Gold also, right?
Wow. We have iron ore.
Iron ore.
It's important. That's just right now, just only scratching the surface. What we have in Cambodia.
Wow. So the prospect is great.
Prospect is great. I strongly believe that Cambodia will move very fast. The next 10 years or so, when we become part of the ASEAN community by 2015, there's no custom duties, no barrier. The barrier come down with the open mind of our government, with the openness of our government. Okay.
We
can move very fast.
I want to add something more from a lawyer perspective, because I'm a lawyer, and I would say one of the things that can add a lot to the reason that you just mentioned is the dispute settlement. You know that we have a commercial arbitration law in place, and I was asked to train the first batch of commercial arbitrator, and soon we will have a national commercial arbitration center, and this is something that will add into your sort of like your portfolio on the reason why investors should come to Cambodia, because they can pick arbitration as a way to resolve this issue. They can go to Singapore, they can go to Hong Kong, they can go to KL, or they can go to France if that may be. So these are things that I think it gives the confidence to the investor to come to Cambodia. We're coming to the end of the show, unfortunately. What's your last word?
My last word, please come to invest in Cambodia. You will benefit from that. Your shareholder will be so happy. The Cambodian shareholder, which means all the people of Cambodia, will be very happy also, because we get a job. It's a win-win partnership between Cambodian government, Cambodian people, and the private sector. Cambodian government is very committed. Very committed to rebuild the country, to create a better standard of living for our people. But we cannot do it alone. We need the partnership from the private sector. So together, private sector, Cambodian government, we can build a better future for Cambodian people.
Thank you, Wang Chanthol. Thank you so much for taking your very busy time to come and share with us the perspective on why investors should come to Cambodia. So I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Well, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, you have a glimpse on why people should come invest in Cambodia. But don't forget that as Cambodian, we also have to be mindful of all this opportunity. Like His Excellency Sun Chanthol said, our investment law is not only for foreign direct investor. Our investment law is also for the Cambodian. take the time to understand the investment law. If you're an Oknya, if you're a businessman, go to CDC, talk to them what you can benefit from them, because I think a law is made also for us. We should take advantage of it, but the first thing you have to understand why. And today you have the pleasure to hear all the why we should invest. Foreign investors should invest, but also the Cambodians should invest, and how we the Cambodians should get prepared so that we can be a good partner, a good counterpart, a good joint venture, a good supplier, a good sort of like associate with foreign direct investor. So on that note, I want to say thank you for watching the show, and once again thank you to my big brother Excellency Sun Chanthol, and once again good luck for your promoting Cambodia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.